sun, but right now it's mostly sun. And yeah, the wind has been consistently blustery from your left to your right on your camera screen. Although some of the flags on the far side of the field over there are swirling around now, so I would guess it seems like it might be a little less consistent than before. Black cans ready to pull. It's number 9 who's going to do the honors. Bajwa pulls and Rusted Metal takes over. Number 20, it's Muller to Cricket. Going deep. Faust is back there and pulls it in. A quick score by Metal. That was Jeff Graham to Ben Faust, 1-0 Rusted Metal. Quick offense, quick score with the wind, taking that deep shot right away. So a hold by Metal. Now it's Black Can's turn to put the offensive line out there. Let's see what they can do. So again, Metal gonna have to dig deep in this game, and see what Black Cans can do here on offense. Metal getting ready to pull. Looks like number 31, Will Neff, is going to do the honors here for Metal. And the Black Cans O-line is ready to receive in our lobster pot end zone. As Metal matches up, making sure everybody's covered and on the same page, and here we go.
Close and open the door, or sit inside. Put your foot on the brake. I don't know, it might turn on.
Here we go. Big pull from Neff. It's going to go out of bounds, though. It might end up in that irrigation ditch over there. Nope, just kidding. Just landed out of bounds.
All right, Metal, here we go. I just don't want it to move, obviously. Pressure. Yeah, Elliot.
Bajwa starting with the disc here for Black Cans. Deep horizontal stack here to begin. Straight up mark by Metal. Bajwa looking for some options. And nice catch by number 7. Bajwa with the disc again. Going big for 44 in the back of the end zone. He's in. It worked. Point for Black Cans. Well done. Ties it up at 1. So good. So each team showing off going downwind that they're just going to just put it and see what happens. That was 44 Robbie Gillies with the reception there. Bajwa with the throw, I believe. Well done by Cans to hold, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, Robbie, not sick. Not an easy catch. Here we go, Cans. Yeah, Charlie.
Here we go, getting ready for our next point. We'll see if we get more easy downwind offense by Rusted Metal here. And the Cans are getting matched up. And we'll be on to point number 3. The point's coming hard and fast so far, as this wind is just relentless. Doesn't want to give up. See, everyone's talking about their offensive and defensive strategies here. 0-0 for Black Cans. Grievers giving his insight for their D-line as they get ready to begin. Here we go. 16 with the pull, David Boyer. And Rusted Metal, Cricket's gonna take over. That was a great pull into the wind. A little zone look here from the Cans to begin, or maybe it's, yeah, no, it is definitely zone. 3-person cup, goes back to Cricket. Cricket taking his time. Graham, Fortunat Mueller. Wiseman on the wing, Graham in the middle. Walking it down the field is Rusted Metal against the zone. Cans staying in it the whole way. Cricket's got it now. Cans trying to keep it there. Graham, good defense there by the Cans, did not let it go all the way around. Mueller's got it on the corner. Turns down the reset to Cricket and is now has a high stall count. Mueller's in trouble and gets it off to the corner, and it's Graham on the corner. Graham trying to get it off the corner and goes to the back, and it goes over the defender and into Dylan Tunnell's hands. A score for Metal. Cans defender almost had it. That had just enough height. Make it 2-1. All right, good job by Metal being patient with that zone over there on the far side. There wasn't really a lot of room to work with, but they were able to make it work there and hold again. 2-1. As Ski and our cameraman Alex, you try to figure out how to keep the power on our Revision Energy truck on as it keeps timing out on us. Hopefully our live stream has not been interrupted, but I think we've got it handled again. Good job, Ski and Alex, well done. As apparently we're not using enough power and the truck keeps timing out. So apparently we need to like grab a portable fridge or something, or everybody come plug your phones in or something to pull more power so we continue to have this working here. We do really appreciate Revision Energy and everything that they do working with us, providing these electric trucks for power sources. The stream would be very difficult to deliver to you without it, so thank you, Revision Energy. As the Black Cans pick up, it's Bajwa with the disc, with the side stack, multiple undercuts, and they go deep down the field, and it's gonna work. Another money throw to the back, and that's another point for the Cans. Number 7 with the reception. Well done. Now it's 2-2. Tied up, the score is now 2-2. Each team is just offensive points, just holding each time down the field. There hasn't really been even any turnovers yet, so well done. That was MacArthur with the reception. Peter MacArthur, number 7, got loose in the deep space and able to pull down that. And Bajwa has had 2 money deep throws for the Cans so far. So we'll see. This might be one of those games that I was kind of anticipating, never having commentated a Grandmasters game before, of the first turnover or break ends up being the difference in the game here. If these two offenses continue operating like this, essentially flawlessly, this could be quite an entertaining game. So Cans taking their time in between points here, getting ready to play some defense. Are they going to stick with their person? Sorry, they went zone on the last point. I'm interested to see if they'll do it again. Metal didn't really have a challenging time with it, but it's always good to change things up, give guys a different look as Black Cans are ready to pull here from the Vacation Land end zone. And Metal ready to receive. Big backhand into the wind. Pretty good given the conditions. It was number 11 with the pull, Jackson Schreiber. And it's looking zony again from the Cans, but this time a zone trying to push it and trap the disc on the far sideline. Back to Graham, back to Cricket again, nice catch. Zone into person defense, and they have done so. Graham to Cricket on the goal line. Mueller with the catch, and that makes it 3 to the offense's. One of our sponsors that continues to work with Sunshade across the way on the other side of the field. We used to have more of them. I know we had a malfunction at our last tournament, so we usually have more of them, but they are one of our great. Impact Melanoma's vision is to save lives and to significantly reduce the incidence of melanoma in the United States through our prevention, increase awareness, promote early detection, and prevent skin cancer. Enjoy being outside while being sun safe. Wear sunscreen, protective clothing, and see learn more at impactmelanoma.org. So we thank them. They also will bring. And as far as being sun safe today, with the hoodie and everything, he is completely sun safe. I went with. To reapply after this game because I'm starting to turn the color of my shirt, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it's something to keep in mind even on a windy day like today. But realistically, with my own genetics and complexion, I don't really stand a chance in the sun no matter what I do. So I get sunburned by a night light. So, you know, it's just the way. As the Black Cans take over, pull went. Bajwa's going to take over in the middle here, a side stack from the Black Cans. As they run this clear out to this side now, the setup 89 goes back to Bajwa. That was on Bajwa, and now it's 44 again. It's Gillies. Those three are just doing work. All over the field for Black Cans. And goes wide, but too wide. Looking for MacArthur, but it just was too low and too wide. Far side, it's 58, it's Elliot Gould. Neff. Neff's got it. There was an open cut. Callan was in the D space all by him. And Taylor goes back to Neff up the line. Looking for another cut. There is one, and it goes past him, but it comes back and then bounces over. It up and push it out and bring it back again. Black Cans pick up Bajwa with the disc on the back of the end zone and onto the next field. Cool. Has had absolutely no chance. He would have had to be like Superman to like jump up in the air and catch that. He would have had to literally fly. Not much you can do when the wind decides to do that. As we'll take a long walk, and Graham will go pick it up and bring it back out for Metal, taking over on the goal line. And then Rusted Metal currently winning 3-2. As they get their vert stack movement here, but they want to reset to Taylor, and Taylor would like to go wide. Spot and getting to a high stall count, and everyone's clustered, and it goes away. Stevens with the cut, but up on the near corner here, facing into this wind. MacArthur's active, but there's a poach. Graham's sitting in the lane for the Metal, clogging everything up. Bajwa wants to move it out. And there's a foul here. Aggressive. Bajwa's still got it here, looking for some help. got MacArthur, and he got it for the score. There, the poach by Graham in the middle, he didn't pick up the offensive cutter as he ran right past him. And it's tied up, so it's 3-3. The offenses continue to just hold. So it is after lunchtime. My family so graciously got me some tacos from our taco truck over there, El Rodeo. We're happy that they're here, and PB and Nene as well are here, supplying our they're here so our players can take the opportunity to buy some food. Our players and our fans, we thank them for coming all the way out here, and happy to support them as they are frequent flyers here at Maine Ultimate events. PB and Me was was the first food truck to commit to any of Maine Ultimate's events back when we started hosting tournaments. So we thank them for their continued support. Basically every tournament we have, PB and A is happy to come out and set up. And as you can see, the power for their food truck is supplied by our Revision Energy electric trucks there too. So our sponsors working together to provide services and food and everything for our players and our fans alike. So awesome. Love to see it. Our game is 3-3. It's tied. Black cans ready to pull. And it looks like it's going to be Boyer again. 16 with a low pull, which is great to cut that wind. Gets it most of the way down the field. And Misha picks up for Rusted Metal, looking for something. As 5 comes across, good bid. He puts it low though. Timothy Cobbett put it 14. Oh no. Metal takes over. Faust. Misha's got it, and Misha's got it. Goes back to Faust. Faust turns. And Cobbett with the disc, looking for some sort of a high stall count. Puts up a scuba. Faust is just bigger. A very emphatic arm swipe by Faust. Exit my area, please. I need room. Oh, there's a call on the field here. There. So we figured everything out. We're going to put the disc back in play here in a second. Marked by Cans player Boyer. Everybody clears out. Faust looking for options. No options really, but he swings it to Misha. That was a good option. Just took a bit. Metal, another hold. Good bid there by the Cans defender. Dow laying out. Almost had it. Their thing. The defenses are catching up. There's been a couple of almost plays, so the defense might be making a breakthrough here soon. It's now 4-3. Rusted Metal.
That's the abs, baby.
One of our tournaments that are showcased on our flags on the other side of the field is Lobster Pot. Our big college tournament happens in October every year. Last year we had 96 teams, I believe, is what Ski told us in one of our earlier games today. We're hoping for somewhere in that 85 to 95 range of teams from the whole eastern half of the U.S. Right here at the Wainwright Field Complex. The Wainwright Complex lets us use the entire thing for that tournament, so we take over this whole area. There's like 2,000 or 3,000 college kids all playing Ultimate tournament, and it's not possible without all the Maine Ultimate volunteers. So we thank you for your support as you make all these things possible. So thank you, time and dedication. As we come back in here, Metal's going to pull. Big pull here by Dylan. What wind? Oh, there's the wind. It's going to blow it all the way back down the field. There. Bajwa for the Black Cans will take over. It was out of bounds, so he gets it in the start from Black Cans. We'll see if they start some sort of motion here as Banyas clears out. Bajwa right here goes with a flick to the far side. Nice throw. Wow. That was a phenomenal throw by Ryan. Just immediately looks to that far side. Perfect throw. And the offenses continue to fire on all. Don't stand much of a chance, do they? Each offense is just shredding. So well done. It was really, really good by the Black Cans. There's not a whole lot that you can really, I mean, strategy-wise, like you can try to go with a straight-up mark to make the throws harder, or you can try to force them to come under, but like they know where their cutters are going to go. They had it set up that way. Black Cans did, to come out to this side of the field. When the disc comes over here, then the cut had already made the cut and cleared out and just goes to that backside. Just well thought out, well schemed, and very, very well executed. But the question is, can any of the defenses generate a turnover? Black Cans are going to try. And Metal is ready to receive. Again, in our lobster pot end zone, everybody's just lighting up these downwinders. As Jackson Schreiber is ready to pull for Black Cans, hoping the wind will die down. It didn't, so he's going to give it his best. And that's about as good as you can hope for. And the roll helps. So nicely done. Fortunat Mueller picks up and immediately thinks about putting it, but doesn't. Goes with an over the top that is caught by Wiseman. Nice catch. Wiseman to Cricket. Cricket looking at the end zone, but decides. Manhattan contention. Try anything crazy. Faust, his cut got turned as essentially for MacArthur, which is not allowed. So my mark here on Cricket is off a bit, trying to cut down on those. Wiseman has the disc now for Metal. High stall count somewhere else as Cricket goes up and gets it. Turns down Faust. Good bid by Cobbett, but he couldn't come up with it. Cans takes over. Here's a turnover that we haven't seen yet. MacArthur back to the end zone. There's nobody back there except for number 24. And there's the break. There's the break that we've been wondering would happen, and it just, I believe that puts Cans up one. Little guys on the far side are trying to figure out the scoreboard, but that should put the Cans up by one. A timeout has been called, so we are going to take a quick in about 15 seconds. We're back from our timeout here at the Wainwright Field Complex. We've got Rusted Metal and Blank Grand Masters Division game. The game to go to nationals. So after that timeout, the first break of this game to go up 5-4. Black, white. My name is Tom, here with cameraman Alex and tournament director and do everything. This game here brought to you by Maine Ultimate. It's a nice, is hit and miss. It's gusty. It's not gusty at all. It's thing up at all. It's here and there, but we're here for Rusted Metal, needing to win to go to nationals. We'll see what they got. They're down by 1. As Fortunat Mueller with the disc to Graham. Graham to Faust. Lost it, and it's a turn. Bummer. Unfortunate. And it's caught. Hold on, there might be a call here. Let's contact. Let's see if there is a call or not. 89 Calvin Ung threw the score. Reception. And they decide the call did not affect the play. I'm up 6-4. So that would be something happened out here play. They decided that it didn't really happen, and they took the call back. But you could tell that they weren't too happy about taking the call back, but it's probably sometimes the correct call is not the popular call. Frustrating by Metal. I would think that not being able to get the offense started there when they needed to a break was to drop the disc or have a turnover that close to their own end zone. Black Cans another break. So having to make up one break in this game was going to be a tall mountain to climb for Rusted. As the Black Cans are getting matched up here in our vacation. David Boyer will be the one pulling once again. The O-line is out there for Rusted Metal. See, they are going back with the wind now. It should make offense a little easier. Solid pull. And goes to Cricket. Cricket, Graham turns his defender. And Cricket with the perfect puts. And that's the answer that Metal needed. Hips, and as soon as that happened, the defenders committed to guarding like a top and took off in the deep space. And that was by Marquette. Well done. 6-5 now. But now the real work begins. They haven't been able to generate turnovers on the defense. Break the Cans back here. So we'll see what they have in store for defense. Cans have been not hesitating to put a deep shot in going in this direction. Preempts that with some sort of bracket or a straight up force or something. And make Black Cans work it down the field instead of a lot of that will have to do with how far Taylor can get this pull into the win. Really influence what sort of defensive set they can run effectively. Going with a roller, nice idea. And it's going to stay in for a majority of the way too. Nettles trying. Nettles to influence a rule from the sideline. And the sideline for Nettles saying it was something. I knew it was something. I knew something was wrong. As on the field, they figure it out. So basically, the Black went out of bounds, but no one on the sideline is allowed to touch outside the field of play. So they were supposed. The reason is because that, as you just saw, Boswell, because it's advantageous for the defense to have to get a little more time to set the defense up while the offense retrieves the disc. Bid by Ung, way to go get it. Black Cans had nobody back to help him. He's getting to a high stall count and he throws a hammer that is defended by Faust because Faust in favor of Metal here as Taylor takes over. Faust is going to Taylor, Alberto of Manane, Portland Manane, and he does. Good work by Alberto. Yes, he's left. I don't know. As now 56 has it. That was Costello back to Taylor. Taylor tried to go to Cohen, but a D by Thompson. And it's a turn. And the Metal sideline saying Boswell was out when he caught it. And now there's confusion as to where it's to go, as they're trying to figure out where it was. They're going to say that he was in and threw it. And if you're watching on the live stream, you can totally back it up and look and see if Boswell was in. From Taylor to Faust. Faust is looking deep as Cohen is going, and it's going to float though. Nice run by 36 to try and make it up, and room to run. It's on the near side looking for assistance. Goes to Taylor, reaches down and grabs it long, and everyone's getting tired, and there starts being more contact happening. Punt it downfield. There's another defensive play by Faust. Timeout. He likes his options. Now he's going to do it. Yep. Good idea though to see calls from the sideline, calls on the field, like so much stuff going on. Rule had been broken. It is not their line to make calls. Then without observers and referees, this game would quickly turn into complete and utter count. If they don't like the matchup, like sit on the mark, and we'll see. It looks like we've got Taylor in the dumps base, but lots of room for 31 to do work as the disc is in. Go out to Neff on the far side. Really poachy from the cans as they go back to stall count. He goes back to Neff. Nicely done. Alberto moved that mark to the right and then came back with a quick backhand to Will Neff for the score. And back in it. Momentum swinging back. Now it's much easier to make a break when you have a turnover. Everything is open for you on the field. It's much easier to base while the offense has to be real patient and really whipping now. It does seem that so that's a great call by our camera operator to lower it by a couple of feet. And Rich, I'm sure, is very thankful that it wasn't going to hit the ground again. So well. As Metal ready to pull. And Black Cans ready to receive. Making the trip all the way up Washington, D.C. area. Must have taken them a while. Here we go. Gonna make this a hard one to catch and gonna have it bounce and roll. Bajwa stops it, sort of top. This Gillies is going deep. Big throw by Bajwa. It's gonna. By Bajwa into this wind. Like, it didn't even look like the line holds. And now the pressure shifts back to the metal, rusted metal, to do the same thing. 7-6 in favor of Black Cans. Looks like maybe another timeout potentially has been called. Let's give it another couple of seconds here. Yeah, it looks like it. So I think we will take another step back here and pay another bill or two with another one of our sponsors, and we'll be back in about 15 seconds. Go for it. And we're back from our timeout here. We got to see a quick message from Discraft. The sponsor, I mean, they're a sponsor of us. They are the disc that everybody uses for Ultimate Frisbee and super popular in disc golf as well. I do find it funny that every couple of years another competitor decides we're going to make a disc for Ultimate Frisbee, and everybody tries it out, and then they say, nah, going back to the Ultrastar. It's just, even though it's imperfect, it is not aerodynamically precise. It has weird, funky traits of how it behaves in wind and which hand you throw with and blah, 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 but everybody loves it, and it's the industry standard and has been and will be for probably ever. So, coming back here to our game, Black Cans are leading 7-6, wearing the black jerseys. Rusted Metal wearing the gray jerseys. Down by 1, but receiving, having to go into the wind as this pull rolls, and this time they intelligently let it roll and don't try to touch it like they did the previous round, and they got stuck on the back line. This time they let it go, and Fortunat Mueller will pick up and bring it out to the front line. Having to go on offense into this wind that continues to gust and be blustery. Mueller pointing out something. It looks like we got a zone here from Black Cans, or at least a deep look here. I think it's not really a zone. It's just very poachy, taking unders and deeps, putting people in the way. But right in between them goes Cricket. Great throw there. I believe that was Nasha with a throw. High stall count as he goes up and over. Good read by number 21. That's Graham. Goes up and gets it. Now they're really kind of stagnant here is Metal. Cricket with it on the near sideline. Mueller goes up the line, and then Cricket goes around to Graham. A pick has been called. Ung called the pick, As Misha was going to the far side, Graham puts it in place marked by MacArthur, moves him over and gets it to Misha, who goes to the back line, and it's Fortunat Mueller with the grab. And it's 7-7. Both teams showing, hey, Mr. Announcer guy, you were wondering if we can go into this win and score offense easily. And we both are like, yes, we can. So, yes, I will take that. It's fair. Metal ties it up at 7. Halves are at 8, so we're nearly at halftime. And again, this is the game to go in this Grand Masters division. So very important. The winner goes to nationals, and the loser's season is over, relegated to summer league or recreational, whatever you may do. But for these guys, club is over if you lose. So that's why we're seeing really tight rotations here from both teams. They both have big rosters, but not everybody's seeing the field. The game's really important, as number 31 is ready to pull here for Rusted Metal. Will Neff. And the O-line ready to receive. Last time going in this direction, number 9, Bajwa, just sent this forehand that was impervious to wind. I'm not sure how he leveled up to do that, but it was a very impressive throw and just cut the wind to number 44, Gillis, who is everywhere on the field all the time. We'll see. I would assume Rusted Metal will try to not allow that to happen again, but we'll see. Next point takes us to half, as they discuss where they're going for dinner afterwards. Who's going to pick up the check? Can we all just pretend that Alberto's going to pay? Here we go, and that's it, and then here we go. Neff to pull. It's coming in. Man, I would let that drop. Yep, absolutely. MacArthur to Bajwa. Bajwa's going to do it again. He thought about it. And they put the Neff on him to maybe dissuade some of the big hucks, as Neff is forehand, but trying to really jump in that lane as it's dropped by 77. Aiden Richards unfortunately puts it on the turf as Taylor goes to cricket, and Metal trying to get off and run, but there's a pick or a something. Yeah, looks like a pick or a push off. Looks like Bajwa called a push off on Will Neff in the stack. Cricket puts it in play. Neff's coming back for the reset and goes backhand, and he's in. Faust is in the end zone, and Rusted Metal comes all the way back to take half. 8-7. Wow, well done by them. I think this is going to be a fantastic second half of action coming up here soon. We will be back in 5 to 10 minutes or so. We'll see you then. half of this.
Sorry, now we're back.
We are back for the second half of this Grand Masters game to go here at the Wainwright Field Complex in South Portland, Maine. I'm Tom, camera operator Alex, tournament director, co-commentator. Ski is bopping around doing tournament director things. She's across the way on the other side of the field. And we are here for the second half of this game to go between Rusted Metal and Black Cans. Rusted Metal is up 8-7. They scored two or three in a row to end the first half. Came all the way back, showing great fight and resilience to put themselves up by 1 and in the driver's seat going up to the second half here. They are in the white or gray jerseys, getting ready to pull from our Vacation Land end zone, going to pull to the Black Cans wearing black in our Lobster Pot end zone. So a very exciting first half filled with offense to begin, and then filled with lots of turnovers and more sloppy play as the half kind of went along. The wind is hit and miss as Taylor or Frogger with a big pull. Black Cans going with their side stack motion to start, isolating room for number 7, MacArthur. With the disc goes back to Ong, number 89, with the backhand to a lot of room down here. 26, Ryan Plant with the disc. Oh, nice cut by number 4. Ended up turned it down, but he was there. MacArthur on the line. Dump to Ung, upfield to Thompson. Thompson to the end zone to 44, and too much. Gillis was coming under, and the throw from Thompson was going to the back corner. So Gillis had to turn around and try and go get it, and it was too much for them to be able to go get. As they match up here, Taylor's going to take over on the near sideline, marked by number 4. That's Ben Banyas. Taylor goes out. Number 19 is Callan. Dylan Tunnel's got it. There's a call. Feet got tangled up. Coming and Sid Metal's going to put a big backhand. Stevens wasn't really going, but now takes not in the canal. He skis back for the second half. Awesome. Yeah, that's the most important part. Bordered by irrigation ditches, maybe? I'm not sure exactly what they are, but so like it is when the discs go in there and they don't return.
I think those are actually there for helping with.
Yeah, so it must like help them drain or something, which would make sense. Oh, they're going to take over. Callan back to Dylan Tunnel. Callan is in the right position here and goes to Roy. Van Cleef back to and goes up 9-7.
They're kind of anticipating the success of the throw before they're cut. So as that throw goes up in the air, the next available when the throw is caught.
Yeah, really excellent timing there, and passes between the players. Puts them up by 2. Now the Black to this wind has made board going in this direction, but it is significantly harder. Obviously.
Sometimes these upwind, downwind games are kind of decided by can you break upwind, right? Can you get it so that you're mostly on offense?
No breaks at all. It was just all downwind. Black Cans did it first, and then now Rusted. My brain caught up with my. Hey, what? That's just. Maybe I need to drink more water. Maybe that's as It's Faust is going to pull, number 41. One picks up. Here's that a split stack here, Ski.
That is a nice split common.
Yeah, so they pulled some defenders back out of the. Nice catch by 44. Banyas has it now. They haven't been able to do a lot here.
It looks like their stack is a little bit deep. Deep cutters makes those throws just a little bit harder.
Yeah. I had to try it anyway and throw it up to 44. It almost worked too. That is a hard catch. Marquette will pick up here for Rusted Metal. Down here with their stack too to get it started at least. They go to Elliot Gould. Cam now has it. No real cuts downfield. Alberta. The travel has been called. Some of our stakes, I think, as it's been kind of taking some contact and it's moving around now and making it a little challenging as there's a foul.
To go fix between games.
I'll give the tournament director some credit. The Black Cans players and I tried to fix it before this game started, and we couldn't find the stakes that were staking. You think they're either pounded so deep into the turf we can't find them, or they've been
Yeah.
So an attempt is already as Graham throws a hammer, and it's going to work. Because it kind of just dropped exactly where he wanted it to. As Handle up by 3, 10-7. I think that that's 4 or 5 in a row. But Cans was playing for half, and then they got broken. Yeah, so I think it's been 4 or 5 in a row. On the side of the Massachusetts team, and Black Cans searching for answers. Has run into had some hiccups here recently.
Unstoppable offense means
The unstoppable offense has suddenly turned the disc over a bunch. As the game has gone on. And like inverse, like Rusted Metal has cleaned up their offense and they look really, really sharp. But we'll see. Yeah, Black Cans now has work to do. It's like my job is to just hold. I don't have to like generate a turn and then score.
D-line's easier. You can't make any mistakes on D-line, right? If you're on D-line, they score. Wow, incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mistakes anyway. So,
Yeah.
but I made plenty. This is going in the
Right into the
bye-bye.
canal.
It might have actually, it was high enough, it might have actually come out the other side. Go across the said bridge to find if the disc survived its trek across.
See any plastic over here? I'm thinking it's in the canal.
Oh, good try by number 3, Chris Muller with the effort, but it wasn't. Taylor and Tunnel drops it. Oh, good pressure defense. I believe that was pivoting. Pivot foot moved around quite a I mean, Maybe it was a foul call. Could have been a foul call as well. I'm not really sure. Puts it in place here with the grab. And the O-line does its job. Ski, it holds. It's 10 in. And thank
As a
goodness
D-line
44
player.
is extremely tall.
As a D-line player, I think the O-line always score.
Yeah.
One, it's not my job to make a mistake.
Exactly. Yeah, no. The O-line's job is always to score. No turnovers. Yeah, no, not at all. Black King, their number 11, Jackson Schreiber, ready to pull. Oh, no, he's not. Just kidding. It's number 6. Boyer will do the honors instead. A break, and then another break to tighten this game up. See what their D-line has for on this sunny Saturday afternoon. Past midfield, and Fortunat Mueller picks up. He's there, and it's perfect. Well, one throw and a point for Rusted Nettle. Well done. How do you defend that, Ski?
What
Or
we
do
would
you?
do on my past teams is do something called capping the back. So the last person in the stack stands behind the stack, maybe 5 feet, pushes them under, and really kind of makes that deep cut pretty hard. So if you go out there, you're going to catch right up. But, you know, good throw, it's still going to make it through.
Yeah. So that to be capping the back, that even if it's not their person making that deep cut. I don't know, that throw from Mueller there was spot on, as you could say. That put Nettle back up by 3, keeping the game to go to nationals. Taylor ready to pull. The O is on the field for Black Cams. Wind is still a thing, but not quite as much of a thing as it was earlier in the first. See what this point has to bring here. Again, with division. And Taylor with the pull. The wind dies down for him, so he gets most of and can't go to Boswell right away, but Boswell cuts back and then fakes a bit. Thompson wasn't able to keep control. Now the wind really, and it's a big forehand. No one's there except Callan's there. Oh, and he almost. Bajwa is going to. There was a foul called here. Yeah, you're right, Ski. Sorry about that. Also, maybe a stall?
There was a travel or some variety, but I did not hear it.
Yeah. Bajwa to Bong on the far sideline, comes back out this way for Gillis. Goes to Thompson. Thompson easy around to Boswell. Focus to bring that in. These 3 guys are doing all the work here for Black Cans.
Some really good patience among those handlers. And
So, good job by them. This point's really important. A lot of cuts from some of the guys in the stack there. I don't know if that's by design, and one other person kind of do all the work here.
it could almost be a dominator set, except that they are not using than doing an actual wheel.
Right, yeah.
Their stack is getting
Friendly fire there between the Rusted Handle players. Callan's going to come out. That looked and didn't reset and kind of work with the handlers.
dominator set that gives you room for your handlers to do that wheel and kind of make yards. But if you're playing a traditional, vert stack, you really need your vertical stack to go with your handlers and provide those downfield cuts.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it could have even been something. It's like it looked like they were doing that work. The handlers were for a little bit, and then looks like they got tired. It's like, well, now we can't do this anymore. It's like we need help. So Callan comes out. Fortunate Milu goes in for Rusted Metal, and Ung comes out for Black Hands, substituted by number 24. He went in. Michael Churlin comes in for him. As Faust has it, far side, back to Taylor. Here, and good mark, force takes it a bit, but it does get out here to Will. Ask the line to get off the line. Yes, you got to give him room so he can throw that. And that's got to, yeah, you were right, Ski. There's a poach in the lane. They're back. Switch there too. 24 and 26 for Black Hands just switched. Tight windows here. Jeff has it on the far side. You've got them, use them, and at the very least hope that the we're going to step out for one more commercial break. We'll be back in about 15-20 seconds.
Boston has its glory. The 2025 UFA Championship belongs to Boston.
And we're at a timeout called by Rusted. Couple looks for Neff up the line. He's got it right on the line. Good job, good patience, working call. Just kidding. There was a call. They took it back. That's Cohen with the reception, and Rusted 12-8. Fernley Cans to overcome.
We are about 25 minutes, depending on when they started, from.
Yeah, no, they were pretty much right on time. I remember they went from like, look.
You guys have rosters, right? The rosters for okay, cool. Absolutely love this. I was here 2 years ago. My kids had a watch party, like live. It was fantastic. That's awesome. No, that's super cool. Thank you. I will like after.
All right, here we go. In the driver's seat here. Cricket ready to pull. Black. Just 1 point at a time, Ski. That's all you can control. But like, and they were looking so good in the first half. In the second half, it's been a whole different story.
A lot of them have played at a very high level, and they know how these games go. They know they need to do.
Yeah, these guys that they were too, that just because they went down 2 breaks, especially with the conditions the way they were, they knew that you're not an issue, and the fortunes turned around for them, which is good for them. Goes back to Ong, and Ong's going to put it into this wind.
Wow.
Plant is there, and he's got it. For Cricket to take it away, maybe a relaxed, maybe been better. But high stall here as Cricket puts it. It goes over every. Sometimes doesn't matter how good you can read the disc ski if the wind does what it does.
Play this point from the pole, it looks like.
Bajwa picks up, comes to 77. Bajwa and Bajwa to Banyas here on the near side. And Thompson now. Thompson goes down the field to Banyas.
That is a very hard throw. Upwind, so you can see it.
Yeah, so says got it. Oh, Graham trips over the portal field line. Does Roy have enough on it? He does. Nice catch by Roy. Way to go. Good spirit here. You're fine. The same third. Yeah, so being that for the black strips, a general rule of thumb is you don't want to huck the disc to a receiver who's starting their cut in the same third of the field that you are on. And that throw was the cutter. Number 4, Banyas was also on this sideline. Makes it really hard for the thrower because the throw has to be perfect, and the cutter from essentially behind their head. So it's hard for them to pick it up, and it puts them in a not very. They're going to be jumping and hoping the disc catches up to them instead of being able to actually really go and attack third of the field. So you see earlier today with all was really good at using the full width of the field and throwing those out. The cutters were never in the same third. It's just we're dropping them in there and gaining those big yardage throws. And even the throw so makes the hucks a lot easier to do. As we got Metal has 14 now, I believe. 14 to 8. 13-8. My bad. There's people in the way now, but I see 13-8 now. Yeah, my bad.
But they start out kind of in a hoe stack, and then they push the open side players across the field.
Right, so it's like it's not as everybody rolls over each other, as it's like it's not a side. Looks like one thing and then it becomes something else. Foul called here, no contest by calls the timeout. Black Hands wanting to set up a play here. Ankle ski when they do that because the offense sets up and you're immediately on defense, and then obviously they know what the offense knows what they're doing and you're reacting to them. So it puts you a little bit on your heels when they change up like that and do something completely different.
Yeah, we've talked in other games about how moving your defender and moving early in the count makes the spaces look different on the field. So what they're doing by doing that is pulling the defender's attention. Is my player going to go to the side too? And then you kind of lose them in the shuffle and that confusion, and it gives them a couple extra steps, which is all you really need to make a play.
Yeah, and they can also, if the defense has their own sort of player strategy on where they might have somebody who's move everybody at once, you can kind of force the defense. So you can kind of like get a hint of how they're going to play defense. So we'll see so the Black Hands coming out on offense here. Actually, that they want to go to this front of the stack player right here because everybody else is pushing. like to disguise their looks. So let's see if that's actually what they want to do or not. And it looks like every throw hard, at least to begin with. And a pile has. That's what can happen when you have a bunch of guys watching the disc, is they end up not looking at each other, and they end up everybody's okay after they all collide like that.
Yeah, that's at some point, and as the Black Hands just did, they had somebody way out in the back who essentially was uncovered, right? They were poached, and they could pick their spot. Any open spot was available to them.
Yep, pick the open spot. The front cone is always a good place to go. Shortest throw from, yeah, that's the way to do it. But I mean, a good attempt to try something from Rusted and Metal there. Something different. Might force a little panic. So Rusted Metal and one. Boyer is going to pull.
Hey, no country!
As the No Country players are getting ready for their game coming up after, they try to get their teammates to come over, but they already walked all that away, so I doubt they're going to be. Fortunate Mueller picked Jeff Graham. Good defense there by number 11, Matt Williams. Big fake there for Weiser, then he goes to Faust, who's in the end zone. Easy. That's just taking what they give you and just walking it down the field. And not a whole lot that you can, so the Black Hands took away a deep open. And so it took them 4 throws. But if they had been shading the would have just put it. So, yeah, it's like basketball in a way where it's weighted severely toward the offense. The offense has all the advantages.
Yeah, you got to take away something, but you can't take away all the things.
Exactly, yeah. It's the area you give them, well, then hats off to you. So it's game point here for Rusted. Just looking to play out the string here. Score this point, and then get their D rapidly coming to the end of this game to go in this grand here. These guys are done after this game. This is the beginning and end of Agnes is going to pick up. Big hat off means he's serious. Mike Randall runs it down from Thompson, and they both are in double digits. It's 14-10. Get it? I will fully admit, as someone who I have lost a couple of discs up above my head. Bill of the cap. So getting rid of it is definitely a good idea, so you can get a good read on it. I never thought about doing that. I was looking for it, and it just never came out. It just stayed back. I'm like, where? For some defense. Game. It's based, Rusted. You can do.
And they're headed downwind.
Headed down. Put in getting those breaks was to set themselves up. See what they've got. If they got their O-line out there. And the Black Hands are looking to just get a stop and extend this game. Sideline's trying to pump them up, but red hot offense. Cricket picked. They got a switch. They come under. Nisha's got it. Yeah. Wiseman has it here, so they got a 15-20 easy.
Stack
Goes
looks a
to
little bit
Graham.
far.
Yeah. Oh, he's going. That is the ball game. Going to nationals, and the Black Can season ends right here. 15 comes up at 3 o'clock. So for Tom, Ski, Alex, we will see you for our last round of the day here at